Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Christian Show with guest host Daniel Garza. Hello. I can't click, so yeah, almost.
Oh, you're so gay.
Now, hi, I'm Christian, everyone, and welcome to the Christian
And Daniel Show. How's everybody doing?
Y'all are doing okay.
Crystal
I was chit-chatting with my Alexa, getting the lights turned on. Oh, so today, I guess it's my turn to talk. So how are you doing, babe?
Hi, babe.
How are you doing, little one?
Sweetie patootie. Oh, hey, Karen. Oh,
Hi, Karen.
When are you coming to visit? I've got to show you some cool things that I've been working on.
He also wants you to help him clean out that closet.
Why do you have to tell her the truth? She can't handle the truth.
Because that's how I work. I'm always working on it.
Michael Olson, hi, welcome.
Oh, congratulations, Michael.
Oh, congratulations.
Wow. Congrats. That's freaking awesome.
We are so excited. We're so excited. You were supposed to call.
Oh, that's right.
Well, can I call you, or do you want me to message you on Facebook? I'll message you after the show. We can talk.
Messenger's like the worst way to communicate with me. People who do that wait like days or weeks for me to respond.
Yeah, no, you're not good at it.
Huh?
And I know.
You don't know me. You don't know my life.
Here's Karen's bus. She threw you under the bus. That's me running over you. The bus.
Yeah, I got it. It just wasn't funny.
It was very funny.
Sorry, basic.
So, a lot of cool things happening.
Did everyone feel the little jolt today we had? It was like a hard jolt earthquake. Hi, Micah.
Yeah, yes. Did I send you the? Did you set up the date? I need to say. I'll look at my notes. I've been a little distracted lately.
Yeah, you have.
Wait. Okay, so this is in honor of Rich, because obviously if we keep talking, that wasn't an earthquake, that was my twerking.
Actually, it felt like the earth did a twerk. Like California did a twerk. It was based in El Segundo. It was only a 3.5, so it wasn't like huge, but it wasn't like the rolling ones like we've been having. This one was like, bam. It like hit and then it was gone. But it was just, those ones I find scarier than the rolling ones. The rolling ones, like I'm like, cool, we can ride this one out. The sharp ones, everything screams and then goes quiet.
What time was this?
It was at 5:08.
This afternoon?
Yeah, almost an hour ago.
Okay, so I have the video. You want to watch the video?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what.
Gay marriage.
For those of you that don't know what the kitty kitty meow meow is about, we want you in the joke. So.
My name's Lydia Patterson, going to Texas A&M, Gay marriage.
My name's Catherine Murphy. I'm going to Oklahoma Boomer Senior.
My name's Van Arlo, kitty cat meow meow.
Kitty kitty meow meow. Kitty cat meow meow.
I can relate. Everyone screams when I tweet too. Tommy's a little active tonight. I don't know what's wrong with Tommy. So
Interesting fact. I learned something about farts. And it shocked me. And it made me go, I'm never, ever going to hold back ever again.
Oh, you watched that TikTok video?
Yeah. Like when the doctor comes on and tells you how it works, you're like, ew, that's disgusting. Like, you know, you're somewhere and you're like, oh, I can't toot. You
I'm
know,
dainty.
and you can't do this, and you're like, I'm not going to take a chance. You hold that in, like, and it seems to disappear. Well, like, I've never thought about like what happens to the gas that form because it has to exit your body somehow. Well, apparently it goes back into your bloodstream, goes into your lungs. Your lungs process it, and the fart comes out of your mouth. It doesn't necessarily as a burp, it just comes out your mouth. Like some days when you just have a bad taste and you can't figure out what, it was that fart you held in bed last night.
So
The moral of this story is just let it rip and just deal with the embarrassment because I don't want anything like that coming out of my mouth. And I've had some pretty nasty things in my mouth, but that is not one of the things I want.
Just completely go in there. Just totally.
Yeah. Can I get an amen, please? Hello, it's Pride Month.
But
don't act like a prude now.
I feel like after a couple of months with somebody, if you don't,
yeah. What do you guys think the time frame is? Because I think with Daniel, it was about a month or two.
it was pretty quick. I knew what you were made of pretty early in our relationship.
He's like, ooh, he eats a lot of vegetables.
Yeah, I was like, for someone that doesn't eat Mexican food, lighter, see.
I know. Can you imagine doing that with your mouth? You're like, because that part's coming out your mouth. So yeah, that fact just made me cringe. I said, I'll never, ever, He'll just have to deal with it, put a pillow over his head or something.
Well, I don't even have that option anymore. Tommy just.
No, but you got a charcoal filter on yours.
Rich took 3 years. Really?
What? So you know how much of that was coming out his mouth when he let it out?
He's such a lady.
You know, everyone takes different times. Like, I've never heard 3 years. That's a long time.
Wow, that's a
to be polite about that. You can't help it when you sleep. That's what's so funny. Like, unless you're awake all night long, like just mildly awake.
I'll admit, my thing is burping. I burp a lot, and
You burp as much as I fart.
Yeah. So, and I've said that in comedy. I've said that in comedy sets. Like, you're farting in one room, I'm burping in the other. That's our code for I love you, and we're good to go. Like,
I know. Girl, dinner was delicious.
So today's show, we pulled up a link of shows on networks that we, not necessarily the ones that we watch, but like we want to run down the list of shows that are not coming back and the ones that we like that are coming back. So if you have a favorite show that you're watching, let us know what show you like.
Tell you, because tell us the show, and we'll try and figure out what network it's on if you don't know.
So if you know the network that it's on and you know the name of the show, we'll look it up and tell you if it's coming back or not. So we have the complete list.
Absolutely one of the most controversial shows that was pulled before its first season was even completed was Katie Seagal's kind of like really great series, kind of like about Aaron Brockovich, but it's not specifically about Aaron Brockovich, but it's based on Aaron Brockovich's story called Rebel on ABC. It was pulled mid-season. It was canceled mid-season, but they showed the entire season.
Manifest got canceled?
No. Well, then did it get picked up by someone else?
I know it's on.
Oh, nope. Canceled after 3 seasons.
Because you can watch it on now on.
Oh, you can watch it on Hulu.
On Hulu? Is it Hulu?
Yeah, that might be why it's available on Hulu, because it got canceled.
The Connors is back. The Connors is back for season 4.
Oh yeah, the Connors I think they were renewed before they even finished their season.
Yeah.
That show is so fantastic.
Yeah, they pulled Rebel.
They pulled Rebel, and apparently the fans are going nuts. Like, there's been such a social media tidal wave at ABC for that, because no one can figure it out. There are so many shows that are crummy. You've given like plenty of time to find their audience and find their numbers. Rebel, halfway through the season, you decide we're going to pull the plug on this. Like, it didn't make sense. Like, and no one has said there's anything more to it. Like, I thought maybe Katie had a problem with the ABC, or maybe something personal happened. Who knows? But it wasn't anything like that. Apparently, it's
Sorry.
Okay. So they just pulled it. Yeah, they pulled Rebel mid-season before its season was even done. It was canceled, and that was ABC.
Because everyone was on an interview. She just did an interview recently where they were talking about the show.
Yep. Anyone who watches Big Sky was renewed for season 2.
I don't know which one that is.
It's one about Montana where these girls were kidnapped, and it had Ryan Phillippe was in the first episode.
Oh,
and they kept promoting, like they kept pushing his face, like he's in it. He gets. Oops, sorry. If you haven't watched it, it's interesting.
oh yeah. I guess
No wonder why Ryan Phillippe is in it.
maybe Pool was Pool because they didn't get proper residual representation like this.
Actually, that hasn't been mentioned as an issue. They actually said the numbers were just really, really bad. It was not getting its viewership. Like the numbers were apparently horrible, dismal. And they didn't think that the show would recover, particularly since it's 18. What is it? The demographic is 18 to 49 or something like that. It's like the biggest demographic is not watching the show. So I don't know. But they've given worse shows, really much worse shows, a lot longer to find their legs. Like,
Well, what was the other show we were talking about?
Call Your
Call Your
Mother.
Mother?
Call Your
Call
Mother
Your
was
Mother.
canceled before its season was done.
Which I was not surprised because
I wasn't either.
What's her name? Kira Sedgwick. She's. This was not good funny for her. She was not funny.
It's a hard sell for her in a comedy because she's known for her dramatic characters.
But she's funny when she does her guest spots on, what is it? 911? No, not 911. The police show on.
SVU?
No, the comedy one.
Oh, Brooklyn 911?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, she does guest appearance on there, and she's funny there. But
Yep.
she's very uptight. She could have played that very well. But oh well. Of
For
course,
Life? I never watched it, but the show For Life was canceled.
I never saw it for life.
I don't remember it either. That's probably why it's got canceled.
The Goldbergs is coming back, which I wasn't sure if they would after
They're renewed for season 9.
what's his name, John Siegel
Mhm.
died.
Mhm.
So after he passed. I wasn't sure if they
Either.
were gonna.
He wasn't really an integral character.
Well, because he was sick towards the end, so they weren't putting him in as much episodes.
But I mean, that the show. Luckily, that show is really not hinged on one character like that. Without him, they still go on because they could even say Grandpa died in the show. In the course of in the show, his character died because he was elderly and he was Grandpa. And they just move on.
I want to see how they play him out.
I think that's what they're going to do.
Of course, on ABC, one of my favorite shows, one that makes me laugh, cackle out loud. Holy moly! I don't know why that show just cracks me up so much. And it's coming back for 2 more seasons.
Yeah, season 3 and 4 renewed, and then another show that we're going to see more of is The Good Doctor, which is one of my favorite shows.
There's
I
some
love
changes
seeing-
coming after that.
Huh?
There's some changes.
Yeah, one of the characters has left the series. The series finale was this week, and the character has left the show, and the actor themselves in public has said, I just want to pursue other things. And I go, I'm kind of like, right after all this COVID stuff, like you want to go exploring, like when you have that solid paycheck, I'm like, I'm buying my real estate empire. Then I'll quit. Then when I know I'm getting residual income from somewhere else.
Okay, I went down to the Amazon list.
Right.
Amazon Prime. I did not know this. There's a Lord of the Rings series.
I had no idea. And you'd think of all people, I would know that.
Did y'all know this out there? Did y'all know that
Lord of
there's
the
a
Rings?
Lord of the
Like,
Rings
is it actually
series?
Lord of the Rings? Like
Yeah.
J.R.R. Tolkien?
I
Or
guess.
is it like something they made and they just I guess you can't just call it that. So that's a trademark name.
And then one of my favorite shows that we just talked about, Flack. We talked about it in a pick of the week. We talked about it in a pick of the week.
You want to see dysfunction.
But you know what who that reminds me of?
Do I want to know?
Me in my 20s. That is just
Oh, there you go.
just wreckage, just a little tornado wherever I went.
Wow.
So keep telling us your favorite shows, and we'll keep looking them up for you and see if we can find. I don't watch anything really on AMC, so I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, I don't either. The last thing I watched on AMC was probably Mad Men. Wow, I think almost everything on Apple Plus was renewed.
I don't know that I've watched any of that.
No, and you don't have to have access to it. And I didn't have access. I didn't think you did either.
And I don't watch BBC America.
BET, no. Bravo.
Bravo. Of
Below
course,
Deck.
all the housewives are coming back. Oh, no, some of them are
No,
pending.
Beverly Hills, Dallas, and Orange County and Potomac are all pending. They're not guaranteed yet. And New Jersey and New York are just currently airing their latest seasons. I can't believe I love the Below Decks. I cannot believe Below Deck is pending. Like there is a chance it may not come back. Top Chef is currently airing season 18.
Yeah.
So they're not there yet. They're on the bubble.
All Rise got canceled. That was such a good show.
Oh, you're already at CBS. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, CBS, All Rise got canceled, and I love that show. And Be Positive got renewed. That's really weird to me because I would think All Rise had a greater audience than Be Positive. Be Positive was really cute and well done. I'm just curious where they're going to go now that the kind of like the first season's been resolved.
Yeah, I just finished watching.
Yay,
No,
Blue Box is coming back.
I haven't watched all of it, but I need to.
And Bull is coming back.
I like
Clarice.
it.
Has
That's one of my
anyone watched Clarice? Like, guys, Clarice is fantastic. It's like what happened to Clarice Starling after Buffalo Bill and her time in the FBI. It is so well done. And it's very interesting. This season had a really good twisted plot.
One of the shows I saw
I
on the
suspect
list.
it's not getting its audience.
Well, Mom is ending. Mom is gone.
They really worked hard on that. And this is its last season. I think it just kind of ran its course. Like, because it was kind of getting to be the same old, same old.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those times where they just probably figured it's just time to let this show go.
Okay,
And let
one show that I was surprised. I didn't even know Magnum PI was still on.
Oh, well, it's the new Magnum PI, yeah.
I know, but I didn't know it was still.
Oh, yeah, just like Hawaii Five-0 is still there, too.
Who knew?
Who knew? Evil. Who knew Evil would get renewed? I really didn't think it was going to.
Which one's evil?
Evil's the one with the guy who's kind of like a demon, and he kind of revealed himself towards the end of season 1.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see that one.
Okay. And one of my favorite shows, FBI, is coming back. Yay.
FBI is good.
And FBI Most Wanted is coming back. Yay.
Now,
And, oh my gosh. And Daniel, hello. Love Island has been renewed.
I can sleep comfortably.
I know we can sleep better tonight knowing that
At
Love
night.
Island got renewed and Rebel got canceled.
Knowing that
Watching this.
toned-bodied people can find love makes me happy.
Yeah, it makes me feel good inside. It's such a good thing. And, it's nice that they only portray cisgender heterosexuals on that show. Because God forbid gay men or gay women or trans or anyone in the LGBTQI community would find love on an island.
But I don't know. I mean, like there's been several attempts at gay dating shows.
Well, they made them secular. Just mix us in with everyone else like we are in the real world. Love Island could have gay people on it too. It doesn't have to all be straight cisgender people who think they're pretty. That's what I mean. To me, that's like separate but equal.
That would be interesting. Well, first of all, I want to remind everybody you're watching the Christian and Daniel Show. Thank you for joining us. Today's episode is about, we're going down a list of shows, the ones we like, the ones we don't like, what's canceled and what's renewed. What's your favorite show? If you're watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitter, comment. What's your favorite show? What you like? Is it coming back? Is it not? And we'll look through it. If you're watching us on YouTube, do us a favor. Scroll down, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And you'll get notified every time Little Mexican Productions has a show up. So go check that out.
Well, we also have NCIS, NCIS LA. Both are renewed. And then NCIS New Orleans, this will be its final season. I never watched New Orleans. I couldn't get into it, even though I love Scott Bakula.
I stopped watching it after the cute guy left.
Oh, yeah.
Once he left, then I was kind of done with that.
The Neighborhood. I never been able to get into that. I think it's a little too dorky, racist for me. Like, yeah. It's very corny, in your face. I watch it at night when I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Like, to me, it's like, it's brain dead comedy.
But I can only handle like 1 or 2 episodes, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, it's just, I'm surprised it went. And of course, we're going to have season 41 of Survivor.
Well, the show that I am
personally, I am a total.
Yeah, you do like Survivor. What are you talking about?
No, I totally love it. No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I'm going, there's a season 41. I'm excited, but it's 41. 41 seasons since that first guy who happened to be gay did his naked running around the island. And the way they do it now is like, if you went back to season 1 and saw how they made them live on that island or wherever they were, and you see how they live today, they've totally changed things, I guess, for legal or liability reasons or something. Because that first group, they gave them nothing. They didn't even get rice. They didn't get clean water. Like, it was really Survivor. It's gotten quite cushy now over all these seasons. But if you go back to season 1, you'll be shocked at how those people are living compared to the ones now.
I don't think I've ever watched the whole season. Holy cow! Yeah, 41 seasons. Yeah, 41 seasons. But just for everybody who's watching, it's not 41 years. It's 41 seasons. Yeah. Just to make sure that. Otherwise, I was 10 years old when that show came out.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, the host would be 150 years old.
Now, one show I saw on this list for CBS, which I'm very excited about, is Undercover Boss. I love Undercover Boss.
I never watched it.
It's one of those shows I still play it once in a while because it just like makes me cry every time. Especially when they have celebrity Undercover Boss.
How does that work? Is it just like a celebrity hides their identity?
You're not a fan of Survivor? I feel like it's the same thing every week. I just don't understand it. Like sometimes.
Oh my gosh, it is so involved.
It's the same as Naked and Afraid. Sometimes I'm just kind of like, again,
That's okay. The show you're talking about, I'm not into. So
okay, so Undercover Boss, when they do the celebrity edition, like they had what's the gymnast chick, Gabby.
I don't know her last name. I know who you're talking about.
Okay, so they did makeup on her.
And so she went to her staff.
No. She goes, so Undercover, like for instance, they had, what's the guy from Blowfish? The singer?
Oh, Hootie and the Blowfish?
Yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hootie?
Yeah, the main guy. Yeah, I forget his name now.
Yeah.
So they put them in prosthetics. They put them in prosthetics, and then they send them, okay, like for him, they sent him around different music studios and singers, like he was trying to.
You see, yeah, already. I'm like, how annoying.
And then for her,
Undercover Boss.
For her, she went to different gyms across the country, and to learn to open her own gym, and then she gave money to all these little girls and boys who didn't have enough. She helped like refurbish this gym. Yeah. It's just kind of like, but maybe if I watch it from the beginning, okay, so what else?
Okay, everyone. You've got to look at how cute I was when I was a little boy. That's my friend John Cameron and me. They used to live right across the street from my parents. And look how cute I am with my hand. I'm just cute. Then I turned into this.
You were cute, baby.
And then this is me when I wasn't out of the closet in San Francisco. Look at that pose. I'm like, girl, girl. There are so many pictures I look at now, and I'm like,
Well, people should know that you went through your box of photos.
I did. I went through all these photos. I found this old one of my mom and I in our sunglasses being cool in the 80s. Look at that. God, I look good. That's when I was getting my hair relaxed. I used to get it relaxed and it was straight. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Crystal. There's not one episode you can go, wow. Do not feed his ego. No, don't feed his ego. That's all he's looking for. He's looking for all moments, whatever. I just noticed on the CW, it's all like superhero shows.
Well, yeah, the CW. Yeah, that's kind of what they're known for now.
Disney Plus.
I'm always really gracious when I get gifts.
So Christian went through a big container with albums,
But oh my God.
and he found all these pictures. So he wants to share
It's
with
with
them.
my dad. But look at me. Oh, that is like a model.
That's a good picture.
So good looking. Oh my God. Like
That's a good picture.
I would date him. That was a long time ago, girl. Now I'm just old.
Yeah, he was a cutie. He outgrew the cuties part of it. About 30 years ago.
It's scary how our whole face. I got this weird thing on my nose, like it looks like a cut, but I don't know what it is, and it's not a zit. It's
Most witches get to that point where the bumps start coming out.
Well, yeah, I never said I wasn't a brujo, so whatever. Where's yours? Oh, that's right. I know where yours is. Yours is on the back.
How dare you, sir?
Don't you act like that. Don't you act superior.
Dare you?
The CBS, the CW. Yeah, everything on the CW is basically superhero.
Yeah, there's all these superheroes. Let's get real model asks your. Oh, let the real model assess your potential modeling abilities, Christian. The real model.
Yeah.
Are you talking about me, the real model? Is that,
No.
Shut up. I could be.
Yeah. Anyone can be a model.
You know what? One thing that okay,
You look amazing.
this is gonna sound really horrible, and I know I'm gonna sound really horrible. But have y'all noticed, if you're on Facebook, have you noticed on Facebook that then and now challenge, and like a lot of people posting their then picture from whatever year and then their now picture, and there were a couple. I belong to this 40 and over gay men's group, and there were some people posting their now picture, and they're like, "I'm 45, look at me," and I'm like, I look pretty good.
Oh Lordy.
What else do we have?
Okay.
That's-
Well, we move over to Fox, or if we look at Disney Plus, almost everything on Disney Plus is pending right now because they're just ending seasons. Mandalorian, most importantly, was renewed for another season. If you are into the Star Wars universe, and then if you look over at Fox, Fox has renewed 911, 911 Lone Star. Both have been renewed for their next seasons. Beat Shazam was renewed. Call Me Kat is like one of the worst shows I've ever seen in my life.
I like Call Me Cat.
Call Me
I
Kat.
liked it.
I hate when they break the breaking the barrier or
The
whatever.
fourth wall.
The fourth wall. When they look at the camera like blah, 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 blah. And then my cat meowed at me.
But they do that on several
I'm
shows.
not a moron. I'm watching the show. Oh, I'm like, how stupid is your viewer that they don't see what just happened? Don't tell me what's happened. Don't tell me what's funny. It was so bad, and I can't believe Mia Bialik is the one on that show because I love her. She is so funny, but the writing is so horrendous.
I like that cat show. Did you lose a lot of weight, Crystal? We didn't know about that.
Patty Magoo. I love her. So you were fat and you couldn't see?
I didn't know that. That's just worth having you back to
I
co-host.
can't even imagine that. You look amazing. Whatever you did it right.
Lego Masters, well, we're already watching season 2. Masked Singer. If you're not watching The Masked Singer, you're missing out. You're missing out.
Wow. And MasterChef and MasterChef Junior have already been renewed for new
You used to have Thunder Thighs. I just, it's kind of hard to sometimes picture people like knowing that, like, you were bigger. Like,
Mhm.
The Simpsons is coming for season 34. I wish You Think You Can Dance and come back. That's another show that makes you cry.
I was so sad Prodigal Son was canceled. I really was into that series. But I kind of have trouble seeing where it was going to go for its next season. I think you can take the comment down now.
Oh.
No, let's just leave it up for the rest of the show.
I was looking at the list of shows. I don't watch anything on Freeform.
The Great North was okay. Filthy Rich, I love that show. I really did think it was great, but I knew it wasn't getting the viewership. With Kim Cattrall, because I just adore Kim Cattrall.
Oh yeah, we watched that one episode.
And then I'm looking forward to MasterChef Junior because I love it with the kids. And it's so crazy now that the kids who won or the kids who were in the early shows now are actually adults now. That much time has passed. So it's like they bring them back and they're like these adults. You're like, you recognize their face, but you're like, you're too big, you're too tall.
Okay, this is a different spin in the conversation. Before we answer that, I just want to remind everybody you're watching the Christian and Daniel show. Thank you for joining us. We're going down the list of shows on different channels. And apparently going down memory lane with Crystal Kent. So isn't it interesting that her top weight was 190?
Sure, depending on how tall she is. If you're 5'2", 190 is pretty heavy.
Now, Crystal, you're pretty tall, right? You're pretty tall. Excuse me.
Like 190 at 5'11" is not fat at all. That's like maybe a teeny bit overweight. But it depends on your frame and stuff. We can't go by Western medical standards because they're so ridiculous. Like me, they say I should weigh, my doctor's like, I want you to weigh 150 pounds. And I want to be in the hospital on IVs fighting for my life. If I'm 150 pounds, that's what I'll be doing because that will be deadly weight. That's an unhealthy low weight for me. I'm a big man. My frame is big. I may be chunky, but it doesn't mean I'm not saying I have little bones. No, I can't even get my hand around my own wrist.
Oh, you're just a little bit taller than me? Really?
She's like 5 inches taller than you. No, sorry. She's 4 inches taller than you.
Okay, yeah, because I'm 5'6", so.
Yeah. So, and Danny, you're below 190 pounds. you've never even been close to 190 pounds. That would be
not
big.
Now. When I first came out of rehab, I did get chunky. Like I was fat.
Really?
Yeah. There's hidden
I've never seen those
pictures.
pictures.
Yeah, there are pictures that will only come out when I'm interviewing on some talk show.
When I'm drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of chubby pictures, but I was never really a chubby kid. I just always thought I was chubby.
You still do.
I do have issues. Yeah, I'm 5'7".
Okay. I thought you were way taller than that, Crystal. So I'm going 190 at like 5'9", 5'10". That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But
I was like,
it's different. That's what a lot of people like. There's people in, I'm in Overeaters Anonymous for 16 years, basically 16 years, equivalent of 16 years sober. And, people will come in and they don't, to someone who's been really overweight and has lost over 100 pounds like me, it's easy to get judgy when you see someone come in who looks like Daniel. And, they look like Daniel they look like they're in good shape. Like they have nothing to worry about weight-wise. And it's easy to forget that addiction is not, it's the weight is a side effect of a greater issue. Just like alcohol is just a side effect. Being a drunk is a side effect. It's not the problem. The problem is a spiritual malady. It's a lack of, it's a spiritual, emotional, and physical issue. And, you know, that's what people forget. So when these people come into the meetings, they're not always welcomed appropriately because someone thinks they look good. Why do they need this? I came in here and I was 535 pounds and now I'm 270. And that is what qualifies me for this program. Coming in here and saying you lost 70 pounds or 40 pounds or, oh, I lost 25 pounds. But it's true. We cannot do that because those people can have the same eating disorder. And we also forget size plays a role. When you're 5'2", 5'7", it's way different than 5'11", 6 foot, 6 foot plus. It's a totally different world. And it's so easy to be judged. And I hate when seeing people get judged for that. That's amazing, Crystal. 65 pounds is huge. That's like a little person. That's funny. I didn't mean that literally, but figuratively, just like I say, I used to be as wide as Daniel is tall. I had a 5'5" waist, a 65-inch waist. I now have a 38-inch waist, but I used to have a 65 waist. And literally, Daniel is 5'5". I could have fit Daniel in me, standing without bending his knees or anything when I was that wide and that heavy. And I always think about that. I go, imagine having a little Daniel in you. Funny on many levels. Oh, ooh, I love brownies and fried food too. Well, brownies maybe not, but fried food. Like today I had the potatoes with a piece of sausage.
Wait, I'm reviewing your conversations just now. Wait a minute.
I know you're processing it. It's kind of funny to watch. It's like watching a computer short out.
We went from Crystal to all of a sudden the whole me is inside of you. How did we get there?
I was 5'5" around. Weigh 65 inches is 5 feet 5 inches. My clothing, the pants had to be 5'5" diameter to fit around me, and they were skin tight.
Wow.
I was moving up into like the 70 and above range, which means you have to have clothes made custom because no one creates clothing at that size. Not even the big guy store.
Wow.
They only go up to like 65. So you probably figure, well, just pull the curtains down from your living room and wrap those around.
Overeating healthy food and rich homemade meals.
Oh yeah. You can eat you could be a vegan eating only organic, amazing food and be overweight. Like you can overeat and abuse any type of food plan, any type of food, any quality. Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up because so many people think, well, I eat really healthy. I don't know why I'm not losing weight. Because you're eating mass quantities of healthy food or more than you're burning. It is a simple recipe. Take in less than you're burning. So if you do a lot of exercise, you can eat a lot more. When I was doing Zumba 4 days a week, I did not have a problem. I lost weight, no problem, because I was spending way more calories than I was taking in.
Wow.
But that's incredible. 65 pounds and all that. That was my cousin Lori actually probably calling to ask if I sent the box or maybe she received it. I forgot to call her.
Oh, okay. So junk food isn't the only way to become overweight? Nope.
No, absolutely not. You can eat really healthy food and still gain weight. It just depends on the caloric content because healthy food still has calories and it's still carbs and still has sugars and everything else. You know, it's kind of funny that people really get taken out with they get, I don't know how to phrase this right. It's like a smoke screen when they say, oh, I'm only eating organic and I'm only eating, whole organic food, whole food, not Whole Foods store, but whole food items. And my carrots have dirt on them still when I buy them, whatever. However you do it, I'm amazed that, I have a friend who's been a vegan for a long, like over 30 years. And she's not skinny mini, and she doesn't care. Like, she doesn't have body issues or dysmorphia or anything. And she's not overweight really either. But she's not a little girl, and she's not skinny. And it's because she eats so healthy, she goes, you still get your calories.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. You better food choices, which are usually a little bit lower calorie, and get out and walk or do something. It's minor changes that make big changes in the end, but the big changes come gradually. That's the hard part. Most people don't have the patience for the gradual part.
It's like me. If I just stop drinking sodas, I lose weight right away.
It is like incredible. He totally.
Yeah. I can always tell by my cheekbones. You can start seeing my cheekbones when I start losing. But it's only because if I completely, and I've done it, I'll leave sodas for like 2 weeks, and you can tell the difference right away.
Yeah.
Because I get so bloated.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing.
Does your boyfriend know we're airing live right now?
I don't know who you're talking to.
You. Does your other boyfriend know that you're working right now?
You lost me.
Tell your boyfriends not to call you while you're on the air.
I told you that was my cousin Lori. Duh.
Sure.
She's where all those things I'm not supposed to talk about anymore went.
Oh.
And I'm saying she might have received them by now.
Oh. Exactly. Might have changed the notifications or substituting healthier options is the best way. Yeah.
That is absolutely true.
And we did it too. Remember when early in the lockdown, when I was staying at your place longer, I was cooking, and I know, sorry, that's Tommy.
Oh, is that Tommy?
Tommy's active tonight.
Oh my god! I thought you did that with your brother. I thought you went.
Yep.
Why did he do that?
Tommy's making an appearance tonight.
That is funny. Very cute, I love.
But those first weeks that I was cooking a lot and we were being really healthy.
Oh my god! And even that's why I love folks when Daniel comes and stays with me here for the week. Oh my god, he cooks and cooks and cooks. Like right now, there's some unused peppers and uncooked hamburger meat and uncut onion, but I that's all that's left. The salad's gone. All the other stuff is gone because I've eaten it. But I just hate. I just have to cook the meat early because I hate my house. It just stinks all day, or it stinks all night.
At this point, just dice the peppers, dice the onions,
and just put them in the meat and with the onions and go from there.
Yeah, we were cooking, and I still do when I go over there. It's just that we're busier now, and sometimes at the end of the day, I'm kind of like, I don't want cooking. For me is relaxing. It relaxes me, but sometimes I'm just at that. I've overstepped the stress point that cooking something just becomes a chore versus enjoyment. So I don't do it anymore. No. But I do like to get. I like to get in the kitchen and really prep stuff. When we make those pot roast stuff, well, that's enough.
I'll tell you guys, we use the pressure cooker a lot.
Yeah.
It makes everything. The chicken fall off the bone amazing, fully cooked amazing, and it's so simple. And hi Angie, and then oh my gosh, the only thing we haven't done in the pressure cooker was ribs. Like beef ribs or pork. Well, we can't do pork because you can't eat pork. But
we've been meaning to.
I would love to do beef ribs. That would be incredible. And then and you could do it in the sauce so it gets all infused.
We have been making Sunday dinners, except for this Sunday. But we made pot roast with potatoes, carrots, onions.
Oh my god!
Oh my.
It was so good. We do, we have our salad. We have our beautiful salad. We have our main dish. We usually have, and we've been using this almond milk, non-dairy whip that we use with just strawberries that we soak in salt water so the little critters get out, and dice them up and just mix them with the the whipped cream, the almond milk whipped cream, and there's actually, because the taste of the almond milk whipped cream, it has that little, like, almost like a marzipan like taste. It really just goes well with the strawberries, and it's a really super light dessert that we really enjoy.
I was just looking at that, like, cooking overnight. That has to be like so, like,
Oh my God, yeah.
I have a crock pot here. I want to do
Basically,
I want to do Mexican style, ranch style beans with like tomatoes and onions and serranos and garlic. I'm gonna do that next time.
oh yeah.
Do that. But this Sunday we did because for those of you, again, for those of you watching, this is a Christian and Daniel show. Welcome. Remember, we're here every Wednesday at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But this Sunday we didn't cook, and actually we celebrated because Monday was my 14th AA birthday. So since I didn't go to a meeting, Christian, actually unbeknownst, really, you got me my cake on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I for those of you that would ever want to send me a cake, Boston cream pie is my favorite cake. So just so you know. Oh, I bet it does. Sirloin. I'm gonna have to order a sirloin and cook it next time.
And remember, you have to get a pretty good size one.
The next time I want to learn how to cook a good prime rib.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome.
Yes, thank you. And I'm already started to plan for 15. I want a quinceañera for 15 next year. So just to let y'all know, knock on wood, God bless. If I make it to June 21st, 2022, I will be throwing a quinceañera.
I keep yawning. I'm tired.
I know. I think it's contagious because I've been busy today. We talked about this today. I had a 2-hour cancer survivor support group, 2 hours. And
That's a long time.
for the most part, it was really good. But there was one girl who was telling us a story about a wedding she went to, and none of us were relating to the story because it had nothing to do with cancer. And it was kind of like, but some good things are coming for Little Mexican Productions and Put It Together Conversations. So stay tuned for that. We've got some really great collaborations coming up. So we're really proud about that. And Christian is making faces, obviously, now.
Well, I was just thinking about all the duck-lipped women. Like, Great Britain is apparently is having a huge run on filling lip filler, because every show we've seen from Great Britain, all the ladies have their duck lips. They're all quack, quack, and I just look at them and I go quack, quack. They're all like, I don't understand what you're talking about, but I do have my full, beautiful, unnatural lips on my white face. It's like, British people are not known for their big, full lips, and you look ridiculous with them because they don't look real and they don't fit. I don't even have that big of lips. It's part of my genetic code.
Ross McCreary, how you doing, sir?
Oh my gosh, is that Ross from Regina, Saskatchewan, in the center of Canada?
They were beyond moist a couple of weeks ago or last week.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, Regina got really moist.
It got really wet out there in Regina, just saying.
You know, it almost was like a flood. We love you, Ross. We love you and your family so much.
I wanted to just finish down the list of shows just before we end the show.
Oh,
But
I shut that window. I thought we were done.
No, I was looking down at Netflix.
NBC?
Just to finish off on Netflix, I was looking at Atypical is coming back for a fourth season.
And that's not shocking. That was a really good show.
It's a really good show.
Or it is a really good show.
Bridgerton is fourth season.
Yeah, Bridgerton is second season.
Well, it's renewed through season 4.
Holy moly. Well, yeah, Bridgerton was amazing. Hopefully none of the cast get that antsiness that one cast member on The Good Doctor got. And, ew, I'm so fabulous now. I'm going to leave and pursue my dream.
I know. That annoyed me.
You have a good paying job that's paying you hundreds of thousands of dollars an episode, and you're going to walk away from that when there's great actors who would kill for that role and that consistent paycheck and show. So it's like, to me, that's like going in the face of all the hardworking actors out there. It's like, I got lucky, or whatever they want to say. I put the time in, and I finally nailed a great show, getting all this money, and I'm going to leave because it's not fulfilling me.
Yeah, I'm bummed that he's leaving. But one of your favorite shows is coming back, The Circle.
Yes, I knew that would. You know that's getting the viewership. That's not me.
Oh, congratulations. What was your interview about? Let us know.
What was it for?
Maybe the actress from Good Doctor was offered movie roles. It happens.
No,
Yeah.
no, they literally were just in an interview recently and said, I just want to pursue my heart.
Who? From the girl from Good Doctor?
From the Good Doctor.
She's producing her own stuff. Well, she wants to produce her own
work
stuff.
and do that.
I get it.
Hello, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie,
Oh, okay.
all the A-listers who do that exact thing. Give me a break.
Well,
To me, it was an ego move. I look at it, I don't respect that. That was ego move. There are people who would kill to have her part. Kill.
They're gone. So they're going on to another stuff. Bridgerton and her. I just remember her from, oh man, what was it?
The Misfits.
Misfits. I loved that show.
Oh, I did too. I really like the Misfits. That was a good show.
So Cobra Kai moved over from YouTube to Netflix.
I didn't know it was on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're the ones who originally funded it then.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
The Circle's good. The Circle's good.
And
I
this
think
last season was actually, I think this last season was better than the first season.
Yeah, and I think because it was shorter too.
It was a lot shorter.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring him down from that. Thank you, Crystal.
I know Daniel does that. He gets all pedantic. He's like, well, they've already done it. It's already done. So they already moved on.
Shut up.
Thanks.
What's the other one? I just saw something else on the list.
This final, it's frustrating when someone gets what so many people are working for, and then they just throw it away like it's not a big deal that they got it. That's, I guess, what bugs me. It's like, respect the universe that you worked hard to get there. Why don't you respect that work and stick around? But anyway.
Yes,
Again,
there were a lot more twists. Yes,
they're already gone. It's already done. And yes,
two,
the circle. I love that they brought back those two people. I'll leave it at that. That's pretty ambiguous.
two of my favorite shows on Netflix: Gentefied and Ginny and Georgia. I really like those two shows.
Oh, Ginny and Georgia.
Yeah, Ginny and Georgia's coming back for season 2. I figured it would. They left it kind of. And if you have not, we talked about it on the show before. King's Convenience.
Yeah, Kim's Convenience is fantastic. I love that.
This last season that's airing right now is really good.
It is.
Lots more catfishing as well. Yeah, I think that's what made it juicy, is that there were a lot of catfish going on. So, kind of like social media influencers, they get famous and money for no work or time. Yeah. Ginny and Georgia ended really good. I was like, they have to come back for season 2. They have to. What is the other ones? Love is Lucifer. Yeah, Lucifer. We're watching the 6th season right now.
And it's in its last season. This is the last season of it.
Yeah. So we started watching it, right? And we haven't finished watching it.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through this. I guess we are. We're over halfway through.
On my blog, got renewed for 4th season, which is really good. It's really good. I didn't realize how many shows Netflix had.
Oh, Netflix is, they have a lot.
I haven't finished watching The Politician, so.
Oh, really? It is such a great show, and season 2 was pretty good. This Is Us is renewed. It's renewed for its 6th and final season. So This Is Us will be coming to an end.
There's just so much to pick from. It's so interesting.
Black Mirror. I can't believe that's pending. I love Black Mirror on Netflix. Dairy Girls. If y'all haven't seen Dairy Girls, it's these Irish, kind of like the trashy Irish girl. Like it's the only way to phrase this is they're the white trash of Ireland. So they're kind of trashy, and it's hilarious about these high school girls, and they go to a Catholic girls' school, but they had to take this one boy who wanted to go there. So he's like the oddball, the only male in an all-female school. And it's just their misadventures are so funny. And they're so like teenage tacky. It's really great. I'm so glad to see it got renewed. Dear White People got renewed.
Yeah. I watch Netflix way more than Hulu.
Ooh, Dating Around too.
Spielberg just made a huge deal with Netflix as well. Oh, really? Did he?
You know, they actually needed that because Netflix was getting shaking in their boots because HBO Max and Disney Plus took over like really huge, like a lot of things that were going to Netflix and Hulu too. Hulu, Disney, and HBO put Netflix, like they started grabbing up all the stuff, a lot of content that Netflix lost because of those services coming into life.
Well,
So-
we're running out of time, but 3 shows on Peacock that are one of my favorites: AP Bio, Girls Five Eva, and Saved by the Bell is coming for season 2. So I'm
I
excited
didn't
about
like
that.
Saved by the Bell, did you?
I did like Saved by the Bell. I did.
Oh, yeah, because we watched everything and you said you didn't like, so I just kind of canceled. I didn't watch it. Because Mario Lopez looked terrible.
Mario Lopez, yeah, he's
I'm like,
he's
dude,
getting older. He's getting older. So
he's Latino. We care. You know, what is it?
we stopped claiming him.
Latin is satin.
We stopped claiming him a while back. So we're coming down to the last 3 minutes of the show. Before we go, we want to remind you that we have shows. Check us out every week, Wednesdays here with Christian and Daniel Show. The Card Diva on Fridays, and I'm bringing in special guests. Just like we do here on Christian and Daniel, we bring a special guest every other week to join us. And on Saturdays, putting together conversations with 2 shows at noon and 5. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Follow us, hit the notification bells, subscribe so you can get information of when the shows are. If you have not purchased Grumpy Bunny in the Colors Game, what's keeping you? Go check it out. Written by me, illustrated by Jennifer and Vivian Gatch. You can find it at any of these 5 establishments. Grumpy Bunny in the Colors Game, a guided meditation book for kids, but also for adults. So go check that out. We're coming down to the end of the show. We're almost done with the game, folks. This how it went pretty quick. Like even for me, I was like, wow, this is a quick show. What else is going on? If you are watching, I think Crystal, I'm not sure, Crystal, I know Ross is. WeGo Awards. I'm part of the WeGo Health page. If you are not familiar, we'll be posting stuff about that. I've been nominated for Patient Leader Hero. So I'll be looking for votes to win that award. So I've been nominated every year that I've been part of WeGo Health. I have not won one award.
I know, not even close.
You were nominated too, Crystal. You were
And
nominated.
it's not for popularity. You know, it is tough. It's tough for people to remember to vote every day. It's a tough thing to garner votes. Like, I think politicians, that must be a little bit more challenging than we like to give it credit for when they're running for office. Like, you have to get
for 3 categories. Okay. She was like, yes, I have been nominated for 3 things. Okay, well, good for you. But yeah, I just got the text this morning about somebody nominated me for Patient Leader. So we'll be posting information on that on our shows to make sure that you go and vote for me. Fingers crossed. Maybe this might, I feel like the Susan Lucci of WeGo Health Awards. But I have to thank WeGo Health. They add me to a lot of you're not participating this year. You're already participating, Crystal Kent. You're already nominated.
You can't not participate. You're already nominated.
I do have to thank WeGo Health. They do include me in a lot of really cool projects. We are pretty excited that Christian and I have been asked to participate on an advisory board. We can't talk too much about it yet, but we have been included in an advisory board
We did sign an NDA.
for anal cancer, and so we're really excited that we've been asked to join them as a patient and a caregiver, and so we'll give you more information about that when we're able to do it. But we're just we want to thank you guys that watch us either live or you're not promoting yourself. Is that what you said, Crystal Kent? You're not promoting yourself. Okay, so this is like the what's your name from Grey's Anatomy? Shoot, I have not been giving the proper. So I'll make sure to share your nomination with profile. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, the first couple of years I was like full force promoting, and then nothing happened, and then I just kind of like, let whatever happens happens. But we're just happy that we're working. So anyway, a lot of big surprises coming up for Little Mexican Productions for all 3 shows. So we are going to be hitting somebody up for a guest spot next week. So if you or somebody you know would like to be a guest on our Christian and Daniel next week, let us know. We'd love to have you all back. Even if you've already been on the show, come back. Anyway, for now, great show, babe. Thank you.
Good show, honey. We broke legs.
I thought we were going to talk about that.
Bye.
Kitty, kitty, meow, meow.
Kitty, kitty, meow.
We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.